Hi YouTube viewers, my name is Zelda and today I will be talking about dreadlocks. There's a few things you should know before you get dreadlocks. Um, Firstly, the products that they sell online, a lot of them are unnecessary. For instance, the wax. Wax is very bad for your dreadlocks because it's basically like glue. So when you put it on your hair, it gets stuck in. And it doesn't matter if you wash your hair, it stays in. So instead of using wax to calm down the frizz of your hair or your dreadlocks, you should use aloe vera gel. You can get it from the aloe plant or you can get it already in the bottle. Another thing you do not need to buy online when you buy a kit, you don't need the kit. You can get, the dreadlock accelerator, the locking accelerator. You can make your own by mixing sea salt and lemon juice together and spraying that on your hair after you've sectioned it. Um, Another thing you don't need to buy online is a dread comb, because basically you can just go to any pet store or a vet, and the combs that they have for dogs, I know it sounds strange, but the combs that they use for dog hair works just as well, because it's also metal teeth that you can use to backcomb your hair. They also sell a dread tool online, which basically is to hook the loose hairs into each dread. You don't need to buy that either. You can just get a crochet hook, which your grandmother will have, or you can get it from any shop really that sells wool and stuff, any sewing shop or material shop. Um, Another thing about what you don't need online, the one thing I would recommend you get is it's called Lock Pepper by Dreadhead. It's basically white powder that you put on the roots of your hair, and then you use that to basically knot up your hair with the hair that's growing out. I'm not going to show you how to make dreadlocks or how to maintain them. There's plenty of videos out there. Which brings me to, if you're going to get your friends or someone you know to dread your hair for you, there are a few videos on YouTube, specifically the one by Naughty Boy, where a professional does the dread, so you can see exactly how it's done. Um, then there won't be any room for mistakes. Dread elastics, or those black elastic bands that you get online to section off your hair, they're not necessary. They do help, but you can do it without them, because it's quite a mission to get them out of your hair once you want to take them out. When you do get dreadlocks, for the first month you shouldn't wash your hair at all, just so that it helps with the locking process really. Because if you wash it, your dreads will come loose and then they're going to be very frizzy and messed up. So for a month or so, 3 to 4 weeks, don't wash your hair. When you do wash your hair, wash it with proper dread shampoo. Um, the best place to get it from is a website called superhippie.com. They've got the best for your hair. It doesn't dry out your hair, and it's got a lot of natural goodness in it. Um, your head will be very itchy for the first couple of months, because your scalp is not used to not being washed or combed. So just be warned, it's going to be very itchy, and your dreads won't start to look good after. It's going to take at least 3 or 4 months before they start looking like proper dreads. I've had mine for about 4 months now, and they're still a bit fluffy. As you can see, there's still a few bits. I've just been very lazy when it comes to maintaining them. Um, Before you get dreads, you should make sure, if you're employed, if you've got a job, that your boss is alright with it, because obviously there's a lot of stereotypes with dreadlocks and they can be messy, so it doesn't look very professional according to them. So yeah, make sure that your boss is alright with it, make sure your family's alright with it. Explain to them you're not a dirty hippie, rasta weed smoking person. You do wash your dreads every 3 to 4 days. I would recommend just wash it like normal. Never use conditioner. um, Anything else about dreadlocks? um, yeah, just you don't. All you need to make dreadlocks, to start dreadlocks, is a comb that you can get from a pet store, lock pepper, shampoo that you can get from superhippie.com, um, and that's basically it. You don't need anything else really. So don't go waste your money on a whole bunch of products and the kits that they sell. And another thing is with dreadlock accessories, beads and stuff. You can You can buy them online, but they're quite expensive. You can go to any bead store, and they will have beads with a big enough hole for you to put onto your dreads. Um, Tams and stuff, like, hats and beanies, um, and headbands, and there's a lot of places on the internet that sell them, but they're quite expensive. So go to any flea market, go to an accessory store. I know Claire's has really nice tams and stuff. I think I paid £7 for one of them. So you don't need to spend a lot of money on them, and that's basically about it. So if you have any questions or comments about it, about dreadlocks or how to maintain them or anything like that you want to know, just leave a comment or send me a message and I will get back to you.